Hi there guys, this is Nikhil from GreedyTech. These are some of the reasons why you might consider not to buy Asus Zenfone 2 Lazer. So guys, this is the Asus Zenfone 2 Lazer in front of us, and let's start off with the reasons. Do note that the reasons are not organized in any specific order. So with that said, let's get started. So guys, this is definitely an overpriced phone. So the major selling point for this phone is definitely the laser for autofocus. Even though the laser works really well, it's definitely an overpriced. You get the same hardware, that is a Snapdragon 410, 2GB of RAM and 16GB of internal storage and a HD display on phones like Redmi 2 Prime, Eureka, Euphoria and Lenovo A6000 Plus. I don't know about the other markets, but I'm talking about mainly Indian market. So for a price of around 6,500 and 7,000, you get similar specs and pretty decent camera. I don't think this phone is worth an extra 3,000 comparing just the hardware. Well, if your budget is about 10,000, I would definitely suggest you to go with something like Coolpad Note 3 or Eureka Plus or something like Mi4i, any phone with a Snapdragon 615 or a better one. So anyway, with that said, let's go to the next thing. So this is the Asus Zenfone 2 Lazer, and I haven't seen much development going around. So by that I mean you don't have any custom ROMs or any developers really interested in this particular phone. You might find some development in the Asus forums, but I couldn't find anything on the XDA forums. So what it means is you have to rely on Asus for the official updates, and you have to stick with the stock ROM and the stock features. You can't expect something like CyanogenMod based ROMs for this particular phone. So if you're not interested in such stuff, then it's not a big deal for you. Next, as I've said, the laser focus is pretty good on the paper and it works really well when you try to focus objects, but the output, which is the pictures taken using this camera or this particular phone, aren't that great. So maybe the laser does a great job, but the camera isn't able to keep up with it, or else we might see some improvements with the future updates. So we have to wait for that to know more. Going on next, this particular device has a very unique design with volume buttons on the back. So this is the volume up and volume down and the power button on the top. So it is really handy to have those volume buttons near the index finger when you hold the device like this, but most of the time it is awkward and it does get some time to get used to. And the power button is really in the most awkward position, and the button click feel isn't that great. It isn't very intuitive or very easy to press, or it basically doesn't feel very natural. So it's a little hard and I have to stress it like that, and I have to stress my finger, and it doesn't give me a good experience. So it may be my thing, so you might be comfortable, you just have to give it a try. Personally, I don't like the button placement and I wish that these buttons were a little bigger. So anyway, that's my view. So going on next, this device comes with a lot of bloatware, and by that I mean pre-installed apps. You might not find those things bloatware if everyone in your world uses an Asus phone, but most of the time at least you'll find 10 to 15 apps which are completely useless and running in the background, or else occupying space on your phone. So you have to manually delete them, and there is no automation or any quick process to remove all the bloatware. You have to simply uninstall or disable each individual app one by one. So for me, that's a very tiring process. So anyway guys, going on next, the display is a pretty good display, but just a HD display. So for the price of 10,000 rupees, we are getting full HD displays from companies like Xiaomi, Lenovo, and I guess that's pretty much it. So anyway, the display is HD, it's pretty good, but it would have been better if they have given a full HD display for this price. Going on next, we have a smaller battery, which is just a 2000 mAh battery. So I wouldn't say the backup is bad on this device, but if you're a heavy user, your battery will definitely run out quickly. But with that said, I must say ZenUI has done a pretty good job with the power saver modes to save battery life. So on the whole, it would have been better if they have given a much bigger battery, but this does a very decent job. So guys, the things that I'm going to say now might be irrelevant, but you might want to consider them. So the first thing is the design. So this device does has the same Asus Zenfone's design, the volume buttons on the back and this power button on the top, and this curved design or a curved back. So you might be missing out on a unique design for a different phone. So that's something you might think. So guys, finally, when you root this device, your warranty will be void. So unlike companies like OnePlus or MI, you won't get warranty even if you root this device. So that's pretty much it about this device. So these are only the negative things that I think why people might consider putting it down. Basically, this is a very feature-rich phone with pretty good performance and tons of customization, and for some basic gaming. If you're looking for performance, then go for Coolpad Note 3 or Eureka Plus, or something with a better processor or better specs. But if you're looking for something stable with advanced customization options and very good build, then this phone would definitely be your pick. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel to see more videos just like this.